Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. My name is Sharon. This is Daily Dose of Galaxy. I'm not thinking of this as a time specific reading, so I feel it's more of energies, but if I do feel a date strongly, I will give it to you. I also think that, we find readings when we're meant to find them. Before starting, I was shuffling the cards and the Hierophant card fell, but it was in reverse. I don't typically read reverses, but what I'm going to tell you is what I felt about that. I feel like a lot of you guys you've had a harsh or you're living through what feels like a very tough situation at the moment. And I want you to be mindful of when those moments happen, when things don't seem to be working smoothly or as we thought they could be, or it's just like a very hard process. Because five, which is the Hierophant card, tend to feel chaotic in a way or unsettling. Do be mindful that there is a lesson to be learned about the emotions underlaying that situation. So don't focus on the events, focus on how that makes you feel, and focus on how do I resolve that, or what is the hidden nature behind those feelings. Also, is there something that you can change to improve that feeling? Or, it's like you can't change people's perceptions or actions, but you can always be more mindful about the way it affects you, right? That's one thing. Two, I also saw the Lover's card, which is your energy, Gemini. You are the card of the Lovers in tarot. That is your representation. That is your major arcana. So beyond the whole like partnership thing, it's more about you recognizing the duality within you. There is everything coexists, and it's sort of like you have the ability to change things, but also it's sort of like you have everything literally that you need within you. So don't let the external factors affect you, and also do learn to sort of it's like we all have strengths and weaknesses as different zodiac signs, right? One of your strengths is to be able to bounce anything back to the outside. So start understanding that power. Start understanding that you don't need anyone, but also that no one can tell you that they need you, or no one can make you feel guilty about anything, because the karmic reaction that you could produce from that will be a lot worse for them than they think. But I'm not. I guess I can teach you that, but some people don't want to, so it's okay. Plus, I sound evil when I say that, and I'm totally not evil. It may seem like that, but I'm not, I promise. So, let's start off with what is going on with you, Gemini. After that long monologue. Okay, what is going on with this deck? It's like I take cards out and then they come in reverse, and I check and everything is like upright, and this is not making any sense. The Elder of Wands, which is a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and at top of the deck, the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords talks about this. There's a necessary transition. You need to change things, and sometimes when we don't want to change, the universe shakes things up for us, because it's like, okay, fine, if you're going to be stubborn and if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it for you. So you have no option but to move forward. So that is one thing. What was the other card? Sorry. Oh, the Elder of Wands, which is a King of Wands, and it's coming up in like every single reading that I've been doing so far. That is Aries energy, and for you, the way I'm feeling it is like when does this sun go? Here, sorry, I have my cheat sheet, which is my calendar. So the sun shifts to Aries and I should know this, on March 21st, right? March 20th this year. So I feel that that time, March, April 2022, it's going to be very important for you, just so you know. Do mark it on your calendars and sort of, I will take this as a different approach. It's like whatever goals and dreams that you have, visualize that they will start taking place, or they'll start rolling, unfolding on their own as of March, and mentalize yourself for that. Get ready. Okay? So we opened up the reading with the Three of Cups, but it fell in reverse, which like I said, I don't understand. I've checked this deck like 100 times, and it seems like every reading a card falls in reverse. I don't know. There's like dark magic behind it. Whatever. So the Three of Cups is this energy of celebration. Up, like that is what it is upright, but in reverse, I feel like you may recently have gone through this episode of just feeling like it's not just that nothing is working, it's more like extreme sadness and almost like feeling depleted emotionally, like you're just drained, totally drained, and you think that, you know, like in Harry Potter, the Dementors, of like you're never gonna be happy again. That is the one feeling I'm getting from this. But this was a moment, and I feel this happened probably recently for some of you guys, or no, it does feel recently. I'm actually feeling my throat chakra closing up. A lot of you guys are probably, whatever happened, the situation, the most frustrating thing about it was that you felt like you didn't speak up, or you didn't defend yourself, or you didn't say what was really, it's like you weren't given an opportunity to defend yourself, or you didn't say what you should have said, because I feel somebody made you feel guilty for something that wasn't your fault, and it was like unnecessary guilt tripping. I feel like, yes, extreme sadness. You may still feel like you're carrying that around with you. A tip I give a lot of the people I talk to in private readings is, whenever you feel like your throat chakra, or like you didn't speak up, or like let's say you're gonna meet up with someone that you know is a narcissist like person, and just like likes to play their role of like, you're gonna do whatever the fudge I want you to do. Wear something blue, dark blue, especially if it's a shirt. Wear that, or a scarf. Okay, moving on. Nine of Pentacles. I think a lot of you guys have the potential to like start this new life that seems quote unquote a lot more green, and I don't mean in the sustainable way, I mean in the abundance, and in the, you have this energy of like being able to manifest a lot of your dreams and desires at the moment. So do grasp on that energy, do believe that that is a possibility, and do flow with it and just go with it. The Nine of Wands, though, it's like this. I just told you, like, you have the possibility of like creating and a lot of like abundance. I pull the cards and I don't look down, and of course you can't see because you're not looking at my eyes. I look straight ahead, so I don't necessarily see what's next. I know there are more cards, but I don't look at them until I'm ready, right? It's like you're flourishing and you're becoming this beautiful, amazing person capable of creating so many beautiful things. But it's like your environment makes you feel like you're stuck. Or like there may be someone, a relationship that just makes you feel like, no, that's never gonna happen, that's not possible. And I feel it's the same person. Or maybe this situation made you feel that way. Do know that you still have the power to become that rose, right? To become everything that you dream of and everything that you want, and you just have to believe it. 1, 2, you have to set boundaries to those people. You have to tell them like, no, this is my space, this is my limit. And even if it's a mental thing, right? Even if it's I'm not gonna allow, or I'm not gonna, allow anyone to step into my energy if I don't want it to. Learn how to do that. That is super important for you right now. The Two of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you guys are like, this is not just multitasking. I don't think this is multitasking. I think this is you're trying to manage two ideas. I know it's Pentacles, but it's like you're managing two options at once. You're thinking about the possibility of this stable reality that you live in right now, but you're also thinking about, what if I give this other thing a try? What if the experience is much better than what I'm having right now? What if I, yeah, try something new? Sort of like the full card energy of the just venturing into the unknown and let's see what happens. A lot of you guys are like, this implies a choice, right? When you make that choice, it's sort of like, put your right hand over your, well, this is insane, over your solar plexus, and put your left hand over your throat chakra. Close your eyes and just think, which one of the two options, visualize that, which one makes you happier? What makes you feel like you're burning inside? Burning from excitement, not burning from pain, okay? Do make that distinction. The Guardian of Wands, that's a Queen of Wands energy. I feel like if you do this whole exercise thing that I told you about, a lot of you guys are going to be, it's like you're going to activate something within you that will trigger the change that is needed. But also, it's like you're building up the fire within you to take action and take that bold step and make the decisions that are best for you. Because I sort of feel like it's like you feel like it's the universe, but in reality it's your environment hasn't allowed you to flow or flourish the way you should have. There is a song in Spanish. Oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Oh, fudge. I will put it, and I'm gonna make myself a note. I'll put it in the description box. I want you to look up the lyrics. Hold on, I'm gonna write this down. I haven't written up. I want you to look at the lyrics. It's a Mark Anthony song. I can't remember the title, but like it's playing in my head. Okay, the Eight of Swords. I want you to look at something. Hold on, did I finish with this? Queen of Wands. I also think that it's like you're this very, by nature, Gemini, you're this very curious and like adventurous, and you step out of the ordinary. You look at things in a creative way that no one else is capable of. And I feel like that ability of yours has been dormant in a way. And it's sort of like, oh my gosh, this is what being a Gemini truly feels. It's funny because I did the Aries reading earlier, and they're going through a similar thing of like really feeling and empowering their Aries energy. And I feel like you're going through something similar in a different way, but also triggered by narcissists, which is always the case, right? We step into a real power when we're pushed to the extreme. I want you to look at this. The Eight of Swords. It's like this is you. You see how you're this white sword wrapped up with all these black swords that have nothing to do, and it's sort of like there's someone telling you this is your place, but in reality you're meant to stand out. And you're meant to be somewhere else, probably, because it's all black, and not like I don't love black, but it's like it stands out and it doesn't fit. You're not meant to fit where you're at. So you have to stop forcing that, and you have to just speak up and let it go. The Eight of Swords is also this energy of like, you may not be aware of this, and you may feel like you can't, and you may hate me for saying this, but all those restrictions that you're imposed or you feel around you, you're allowing them to happen. And it's sort of like you yourself maybe have gotten used to the environment to the point of like you think that is your place. So you're restricting yourself from multiple possibilities of happiness and joy and celebrations and just experiences by keeping yourself within those limits. Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about this. It's like unconditional and total love. I feel like that is something within your environment or within your energy field that you're attracting, but you're not necessarily aware of it's like aware that it's happening. But I feel like there's gonna be something that's gonna trigger the change within you, and maybe it's this whole like just going back to your center and feeling what it feels like to be a Gemini, and maybe a Reiki session, no commercially intended, you know. It's we I hardly believe that we all have the power of healing ourselves, but if you need help, let me know. Okay, moving on. The Ten of Cups. I think that there is someone within your like it's someone not in your immediate environment, but it's also near. It's like their energy is impacting you somehow, right? I do not think it's some. There's a distance. Okay, I don't even know how to explain it. Whatever. It's like they're able and willing to pour all this good vibes into your life and all this good energy and all this loving. It's like whatever they have, if you were to experience it, looks and feels a lot more stable than what you're experiencing now, and it's also a lot happier. It's like this evolving. It's not evolving. It's this really good energy and really happy thoughts that just flow if you allow them to. It's complete happiness, and you owe that. You owe yourself the chance of experiencing that. Just so you know. The Hanged One, which is stop living this sad life and start looking at things differently, because if you are to step away from the situation and look at your situation from a distance, you'll see that you're not living, and I don't want you to get sad, okay? But life could be a lot better if you allow yourself to experience it. That's what I want to say. I think that if you were to look at your life from a different perspective too, you'll see that maybe other possibilities that are presenting themselves are better, like a way better alternative for you at the moment than what you're going through. What do I mean? So let's say, for example, this is a work situation where someone is keeping you in prison, or it feels like that, or like you have bullies at work, or like people just mistreat you, and you're living. You had this recent episode where maybe, I don't know, let's say you're in retail and you had the experience of some Karen walking into the store, right? No offense to the name. No offense to the name. Let's say that's what it is, right? But you have this different offer to go work at, I don't know, at a pet store. And you say, well, but I've been here for so long and I don't know how to do, like, I don't know, pet store stuff, and like there's so many things that I will learn, but there are people there willing to help you, and that will be a lot more loving, or like it will be a happier surrounding and a happier environment. You yourself are not looking at those possibilities, but like if you were to ask a friend will tell you, oh my gosh, yes, that's so much better than what you're living. But you're not looking at that way, right? And if you isolate yourself from the situation and look at this from a third party perspective, you'll see things differently and you'll be able to make a better choice. The Ace of Wands is this energy of like inspiration, of a new creative, it's like something inspiring, but it's not just inspiring, it's like it ignites something within you to take action and to move in a different direction. Maybe it is a new project or a new job, or like a new potential, like romantic potential, but it's not romantic, it's more like a desirable potential. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. So do open up to exploring things that you haven't allowed yourself to explore yet, and don't allow people to put you down when they shouldn't, and they don't have the right to. Okay? Lastly, Gemini, I'm gonna pull a card for you, and I feel like you need one of these cards. I feel like a lot of you guys, that is gonna be one of your challenges in the upcoming weeks, not or feeling like you can't speak up. 2 cards. Okay, fine, 2 cards. Balance and acceptance. I feel like there's someone extending out their hand to help you. And it's like, why not, right? Why not give it a chance? Number 4 in the major arcana is the Emperor. So it could be male energy, not necessarily, but someone that feels, or an authority figure of some sort. Maybe whoever is hiring at the pet store example that I give you is like, or you have a friend and that friend has a manager position and he's saying like, hey, why don't you come work for us? Something like that, right? But it says there's potential for growth, for expansion, and for this sense of freedom and liberation that I don't think you have at the moment. And balance. One, I think that whoever this is balances you somehow, or like is able to balance your energy or make you feel balanced. But to me, it's also this, what I was saying earlier about if you were to look at this from a different perspective or from a third party perspective and say, how is it that Gemini is living his or her life, and what would I do if I were in this situation? You will see things differently. Full moon in Gemini. I want to see when the full moon in Gemini is. I think it just happened, right? December. So maybe this cycle that you're living, yeah, December 18th, is something that started in December, or this feeling lost or sadness is something, because I just felt like really heavy, something that happened in December, or that you feel started somehow. Mercury retrograde shadow started December 29th, so that will make a lot of sense. Number 19, that's the Wheel of Fortune. 9 + 1, 10. Things are turning. You are at a turning point. You're able, it's like whatever decision it is that you're contemplating making right now, do make that choice. And do make that choice. It's almost like the one option that feels most unknown is actually the one that will lead to a bigger, it's like I'm sensing beauty, but it's not beauty. It's like to a more beautiful outcome. I don't even know. It's like whatever it is that you're not seeing, or whatever it is that you don't think is solid, actually has the potential to be a lot better than what you have right now. Okay, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. Bye.